Frieren tries to pull the helpless young lady card. Stark, being a man of logic and poor survival instincts, asks Young, and immediately falls into the trap that has ended many brave men. Frieren tries to give him a head pat, and he reacts like he is being targeted by a high-level seductress. Stay away from me, woman. We have all... Another dragon fight means another day of using Stark as premium meat bait. The strategy is literally...
What would have been your last words to Drew?
Run, bitch!
Well, if a 1,000-year-old mage asks you to help her find a lost artifact, just say no. You're about to be her unpaid intern for the next 3 centuries while she hunts for a spell that makes your tea 2% warmer. Welcome to Side Quest Hell. Hey everyone, Folded Legs here. Before we dive into this beautiful disaster, a quick gameplay disclaimer. The footage you are seeing is for visual flavor. I'm just here to provide the jokes and the emotional damage. Look, crafting these videos is a total war. I am out here squeezing months of comedic evolution and 9-year grind energy into a 1-week turnaround just for you. If you're enjoying the chaos, hit that like and subscribe button. Your engagement is the only thing keeping the algorithm from realizing I have the financial stability of a mage in a junk shop. Imagine a high-budget road trip where the driver refuses to use GPS and stops at every single world's largest ball of twine attraction. Season 2 is a masterpiece of errands, where the only thing moving faster than the plot is the speed at which the party goes broke. It is 5 tenths on progress, but 10 tenths on why are we doing this again? Energy. If some of my phrasing sounds a little vague or cryptic today, it is because I am dancing through a spoiler minefield for your protection. I am trying to keep your eyes fresh while still roasting the absolute nonsense these characters put themselves through. If the descriptions get weird, just know it is for the greater good. On a real note, thank you so much for being here. Doing this every week is a massive undertaking, and your support truly means the world to me. It makes the long nights and the constant script polishing worth it. I appreciate you more than Frieren appreciates a useless spellbook. Alright, let's roll and do the video.
Okay.
Section 1, the Loot Goblin and the Creepers. Frieren wakes up before the sun for once, and immediately goes full Loot Goblin over a magic deleting rock. She is trying to hoard it like it is a legendary drop, but Frieren has to step in as the only responsible adult in the group and force her to throw it away. They fall into a cave filled with these things, and Frieren tries to pull the helpless young lady card. Stark, being a man of logic and poor survival instincts, asks Young, and immediately falls into the trap that has ended many brave men. She is a 1,000-year-old toddler, but if you point that out, you are basically asking for a one-way ticket to the Shadow Realm. Logic is a trap, boys. Do not use it. Then we get the bath scene where the creepers are out. The feet are just existing, and Stark stumbles in like the king of accidents. He ends up on his hands and knees begging for his life because being called a pervert in a world of magical women is a death sentence.
You see? I'm protected. Yes. 3 feet!
He is out here just trying to find some berries and ends up in a magical sting operation. Later, Frieren tries to give him a head pat, and he reacts like he is being targeted by a high-level seductress. Stay away from me, woman. We have all been there. A girl shows you an ounce of affection, and you start checking for hidden cameras and organ harvesters. Stay away from me, you seductress. The hero of the South shows up, and he is a total gigachad who was out here paving the roads, while Frieren was probably still struggling to put her socks on the right feet. He knows he is going out in a blaze of glory while she is just left to vibe. She tries to pretend she has a budget for like 5 minutes, but the side quest energy hits too hard. They risk their entire lives, and the reward is literally just magical seasoned salt. We are in a demon war zone, and her main priority is making sure the soup isn't mid. Grandma's priorities are absolutely cooked. Another dragon fight means another day of using Stark as premium meat bait. The strategy is literally...
What would have been your last words to Drew?
Run, bitch! Run!
while the girls sit in the back and let him get chewed on like a squeaky toy. Then he asks for dating advice, and Frieren hits him with that confident nursing home wisdom. She claims she has dated many guys, but she means she was doing quarterly reviews and signing contracts in a boardroom. Her riz is a firm handshake and a non-disclosure agreement. Frieren realizes way too late that her mentor's romantic history is just a collection of business ease.
I don't want anything that long near my face. Oh, this is why you're single.
Receipts and corporate mergers. Her old ass has many boyfriends on her LinkedIn profile. Section 2, white girl wasted and magical tax evasion. Stark is out here trying to date with a literal cheat sheet, and it is a total car crash. He's following a rigid script like a robot, and Fern hits him with the ultimate weapon. It is okay, I had fun. Guys, if you hear those words, start running. That is not a compliment. That is a death warrant. Women are complicated, terrifying, and apparently have the patience of a saint, while Stark is just sweating through his armor. Do not use logic. Do not have a plan. Just accept your fate and hope she doesn't delete your soul from the server. Only in anime are they this forgiving. In the real world, he'd be blocked and deleted before the bill came. That side quest energy is parasitic. Hey, on your way out of town, can you just do a quick stabby stab?
I saw that. Brick killed a guy.
Just a little monster murder, real easy, pop in and pop out. It's like being asked for a quick favor and realizing it's a 10-year commitment. Just a quick stabby stab. Yeah, sure, let me just casually risk my life so you can have a peaceful commute. It's never just a stabby stab. It's an afternoon of unpaid labor for people who can't handle their own pest control. We have a drunken dwarf out here who just wants to get white girl wasted on the legendary stash. Stark is the ultimate enabler, pushing the old man to drink his weight in fermented dumpster juice. They spend a literal lifetime hunting the holy grail of booze just to find out the creator was a god-tier troll, and it tastes like liquid garbage. As someone who actually respects a good whiskey, if I spent my whole life searching for a masterpiece and ended up with the magical equivalent of Jim Beam, I'd be throwing hands. Imagine a century-long hunt for a bottle of magical mouthwash just for the memes. Absolute menace behavior. Frieren tries to play it cool with the debt collectors. She tells them to keep the change with peak arrogance, and the universe responds by sending her straight to the mines. Look, you can be a 1,000-year-old god, but the fantasy IRS does not care about your magic. Back taxes from 300 years ago is the boss fight no one can win. Her party is already planning a jailbreak because they know she's a financial hazard who can't be trusted with a wallet. We end in a spoiler minefield where the only thing louder than the fighting is the sound of them eating bread that sounds like literal granite. Just out here munching on rocks while Fern is getting her cuteness judged by a senior citizen. Section 3, the snack attack and the cuddle war. The girls decide to split the party, which is international code for the ladies are doing the real work while the boys stay behind to be a buffet. They basically leave Stark and the priest to make sure the demons only have a little snacky snack while the grown-ups are busy. It's strategic cannibalism, letting the guys be the appetizer so the main course can finish the mission. It's a bold move, but in this economy,
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
everyone is a snack. Just stay away from the village if you don't want to end up on the menu. Then we hit peak headpat energy mid-crisis. A random maid shows up, and her only priority is, can I pet the elf and give her a hug? Absolute predator behavior. The world is literally ending, four-armed demons are closing in, and she's out here trying to initiate a cuddle session. Frieren is 1,000 years old, but she's being treated like a confused cat at a petting zoo. It's the ultimate wrong place, perfect timing scenario. It is a death match for the guys, but a spa day for the mistress. Stay away from that energy, it's a trap. If a woman is coming at you with a hug during a demonic invasion, run the other way. Next comes the job interview from hell. A new mage wants in, and Fern shuts it down because she knows Fern would get jealous. Fern is out here gatekeeping her mentor like she's a limited edition drop she refuses to share. She's not hiring, she's not caring, and she is 100% the one holding the leash in this relationship. It's that terrifying dominance where you do not even have to say anything to win the argument. The mistress knows better than to test those waters. Stark starts hyping up the mistress after a dragon fight.
Sorry, I'm long gone. I'm just putting it out there. You absolutely cannot save me. I've been doomed since the day I was born.
And Fern shuts that ego down immediately. Don't feed her ego, it's bad for her development. Sis, she is a literal ancient deity, but a 16-year-old just put her in timeout. That is not scary energy making a god feel like a toddler who hasn't earned her dessert yet. The reward for all this trauma? A spell that keeps you from getting tongue-tied. Pure troll loop. Finally, a ferryman wants something important to the mistress. Then they get grabbed by a kraken. Instead of using a nuke, Frieren tests the new spell.
More TV! Oh shit! First cops, now this? Oh man, I'm be a star, son!
She's being squeezed into fish food, but she's making sure her scream for help is grammatically perfect with 4,000 audio quality. Section 4, the pancake spatula and the side quest sinkhole. We open with a bridge side quest where the reward is a spell to flip pancakes perfectly. Are you kidding me? It is called a spatula, mistress. We are out here risking our lives for kitchen magic that you can find in a dollar bin. It is the ultimate solve a problem that doesn't exist spell. Then, of course, the ancient mage spends all the party's money on literal junk like she is trying to win a speedrun for bankruptcy. It is consistent, it is chaotic, and it is a financial nightmare. By the end, they take a job that is basically, this place is too pretty to destroy. They get paid, and Frieren immediately tries to stimulate the economy again with more garbage purchases. But Fern, bless her scary, calculated soul revealed she hid a cut of the cash for Stark. That is that terrifying I'm in charge energy. She isn't just a mage. She is the party's accountant and warden. She knows if she doesn't hide the wallet, they'll be eating grass by Tuesday.
You can just about be anything you want to be. Stop it. Get some help.
The final verdict, the season 1 curse. Look, let's be real about season 2. I would classify this as a 5/10. It is worth the watch. Don't get me wrong, but it is not season 1. It falls into that trap a lot of shows do, where the first season is so incredibly good that everything after it just feels meh in comparison. It is not that it is bad whatsoever, it just isn't season 1. It seems like every 5 seconds they are doing something for other people, and it isn't about their journey as much anymore. Every episode feels like filler instead of a meaningful path forward.
And you tell me it's all in my head? That hurt.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby!
It reminds me of how Attack on Titan felt the first 2 seasons were amazing, but after that, a lot of the show just didn't exist inside the manga, and it felt like filler instead of actually getting to where they were going. It is like being stuck in a grocery store with someone who has to read every single label while you are just trying to get home. I am trying to reach the end of the world, and we are out here helping someone find a lost sock. I would watch season 1 again on repeat, but I would probably stop right there. We wanted a masterpiece, and we got a very polished detour. This has been the journey so far for Frieren. Beyond Journey's End, I've got a new anime plan in the works that is unlike anything we've ever tackled on the channel, but it's going to take some serious cooking time to get it right. Because I'm a perfectionist and refuse to give you anything less than peak chaos, I'll probably be doing another chaos queue in the next week to bridge the gap. If you've got burning questions or anime suggestions that won't make me lose my mind, or even ones that will send them my way, I need the fuel for the next project. On a real note, thank you for sticking through this series with me. Your support is the reason I can spend my weeks turning these scripts into something we can all laugh at. It's a lot of work, but having this community makes every late night worth it. I truly appreciate every single one of you for being part of this ride. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go hide my wallet before Fern finds it and puts me on a mineral-only diet. Folded legs rolling out.
You have committed crimes against Skyrim and her people. What say you in your defense?
That's suspicious. That's weird.